All right, what's going on, y'all? So, we are back and we're going to go over a little bit of news that happened today. Um, First off, Kendall Blanton, y'all remember that he had just been released. Um, Kind of a bit of a surprise, I suppose. There's been some light shed on it a little bit of what the Rams' plans could be, but we're just going to kind of update on his situation. It looks like he has found a home in Washington because the Commanders have claimed him off waivers. He didn't have to wait very long, and he is joined Washington's 85-man roster, which will need to be trimmed down to 80 players by Tuesday at 4 p.m. And it was a shock that he was waived, despite playing a key role during their Super Bowl run last season. And yes, it was a bit shocking, but that's just how it goes sometimes. It would appear there's going to be a bit of roster moves, and it's looking like maybe McCutcheon could be getting himself a spot because of this. I don't know. It's just a guess. But Blanton is gone. He's gone over to Washington. And good luck to you, sir. I like Kendall. Kendall was cool, but he's gone now, so that's pretty much it for that. He's gone to the Commander, so good luck to him. Now, some let's talk about why he might have been let go and what could happen due to that. And according to this, it's a good sign that Lance McCutcheon and Jacob Harris could have increased playing time. So let's get into this here. Kendall Blanton was by no means a household name. It's not even a starter, but his release over the weekend was a complete surprise to Rams fans everywhere. Yes, I would say for myself as well, I was surprised. He was the Rams' backup tight end last year, filling in where Tyler Higbee missed some time, either to the coof or to an injury. He was expected to remain either the second or third tight end this year, which is an important spot given Higbee's injury history. Yes, yes. But the Rams cut ties with him, not at the final stage, but merely from 85 to 80 players. It was disappointing, but for two other players, it could be good news. One being Lance McCutcheons and Jacob Harris. McCutcheons and Harris are two of the Rams' biggest receivers. They're by no means locks to make the roster, but their size gives them a great chance to earn a spot on the 53-man squad now that Bland is gone. And that's because the thing is, there was a point where if McCutcheon was going to make this roster, and I still don't know if he's going to, but if he was going to, someone somewhere had to be cut. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. You can't keep everyone. It's unfortunate, but it's looking like if it is to happen, it looks like Kendall was unfortunately the one who got the axe. But we shall see soon enough. For Harris, he's a wide receiver turned tight end, turned wide receiver. He played wide out in college, but converted to tight end briefly last year before going back to wide receiver this season. He needs to improve as a blocker, but at 6'5", he has the frame to seal off defenders. He's a big dude for sure. And Harris showed that with a big block against the Texans on Friday night. Pancakes for breakfast. Now this, I'm going to be honest, I must have missed this because I must have been up getting a drink or something when this play happened, but this is pretty sweet because 87 is Jacob Harris, as you can see with my little finger here. He's gonna completely annihilate whoever this defensive end is here and just knock him on his ass. So let's go ahead and get a full screen for this here, and let's go ahead and watch this video together, shall we? Look at this. Boom! Y'all see that? And there's McCutcheon. Look at that. Boom! And he gets annihilated. Annihilated. Look at that. I want to watch that one more time. And it's funny, McCutcheon is the one who catches the ball here too. So we got Perkins rolling out. Harris completely obliterates this Texan. McCutcheon gets the grab. Boom. Oh, yes. I love this. Dude, yes. This is what I want to see out of this team. I want to see this physicality week in and week out. And I'm beginning to wonder if I feel like if the Rams are comfortable with Jacob Harris's ability as a blocker, I feel like that may be a big reason why they let Kendall Blanton go. Because you got to think you have Hopkins, Bryson Hopkins, who's a good blocker. He's number 2 at the tight end position. You have, obviously, Tyler Higbee. He's the starter. And then you have Jacob Harris, who was injured all of last year. And I just didn't see them cutting him. I really didn't see them cutting him because we still really don't know what he's capable of. Like, we haven't seen any type of action from him in any regular season game. And I get the sense that the Rams just weren't gonna, if they were gonna cut somebody, it was not going to be him. And I could see it makes sense kind of where they cut Kendall Blanton. They probably thought to themselves, okay, Lance McCutcheon's looking real good. We kind of want to keep him, but we got to cut somebody. So let's cut Kendall Blanton, and we can replace him with Jacob Harris, because plays like this, like the ones we just watched, give them confidence that he has improved as a blocker. And I kind of feel like maybe that was their mindset. It's like, hey, let's get rid of Kendall, and Jacob can just replace him with his blocking skill, and we'll just ride with Jacob kind of more at the tight end position. And if that is the case, I'm cool with it, because we need strong physical blockers, okay? We really do. And McCutcheon has really gotten so popular in the past couple weeks, and rightfully so. He's been playing very well. And, hey, dude, it'd be cool if he made it. I want to see how he does in this the next preseason game. But so far, he's been playing great, man. But let's continue on with this article. That wasn't a 5'10" cornerback. It was a 6'4" defensive end. With Harris's flexibility, Rams can line him up at tight end if needed. Won't be perfect, but that versatility is important and was probably a factor in the decision to cut a tight end like just like what I was saying. Tight end like Bland. Sean even said that the Rams have players who can essentially take the role of a tight end, mentioning Cooper Kupp and even backup offensive linemen. Hell yeah, get that jumbo set going. It's more about the responsibilities than it is the player, at least for the backups. McCutcheon isn't as big as Harris. He's 6'3", 202 pounds. That's still pretty big, but yeah, I get what he's saying. He's capable of blocking defenders in the running game. Ooh, okay. I like that. He won't replace Blanton, of course, but with one fewer tight end on the roster, there's one more spot for a wide receiver to be kept. And speaking of wide receivers, we have Kupp, Allen Robinson, Van Jefferson, Tutu Atwell, Ben Schwarnick, and Brandon Powell are guaranteed to make the team. Harris should too. That means the Rams will probably carry at least 7 receivers, 8 if McCutcheon makes the cut. Now the Rams could just keep 2 tight ends with Higbee and Bryson Hopkins, knowing how infrequently they utilize 2 tight end sets anyway. I suppose so, but I want to see that number rise up a little bit. I think the 2 tight end sets can help us in the run game, and I understand it's not their identity, but we gotta be able to balance it out. We gotta be like a chameleon. We gotta be able to move in between this, and I think I get the feeling, dude. I get the feeling that with what happened with Kendall isn't an accident. I feel like Jacob Harris, they probably got plans for Jacob Harris to maybe put him on tight end if they feel he can block. And I feel like after that big play in the against the Texans, they might feel that way. But that's just Just speculation on my part. We shall see what happens. But it is unlikely McCutcheon will slip through the waivers if he gets cut. If he gets cut before week 1, yeah, I'm sure someone will pick him up. I mean, because people are always poaching us, dude, and it gets annoying after a while. But that means the Rams may not be able to keep him on the practice squad. That should certainly influence their decision on weighing who to cut next week. That's going to be interesting. Tough, though Harris and McCutcheon play a different position than Blanton. One more roster spot that wasn't expected available to be open is now open. That's good news for both of them. So we shall see what happens. It makes a little more sense. I know McCutcheon has been very, very popular and has played very, very well the past couple weeks. And I know Sean was talking good about him. He said he wanted to see him be able to run more than one type of route in the preseason game, during the preseason game against the Texans. He's playing pretty good. If he can play good in the next preseason game, I think the Rams might be eyeing a spot for him. And he's big too. I like these big, tall guys who can maybe help us in the red zone because we sorely need that. And you have a big, big receiver, like Allen Robinson and Jacob Harris. Those are 3 big guys right there that Sean can deploy in the red zone all at once, ideally. Have Allen Robinson, McCutcheons, and Harris. Just think about that, y'all. They have them in the red zone and just have Matthew Stafford toss it in the air, 50-50 ball. These guys, I think, will win it more often than not. I feel like I feel like this year is gonna be so good, man, because we just haven't really been getting big receivers in recent years, and now we got some big dudes that can probably help us in the red zone. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. I'm sorry Kendall was let go, but it's beginning. If we get McCutcheon and Harris to replace him, I'm cool with it. I'm cool, and that's of course without seeing them in any live game action yet. But so far, they've both been performing well. So we'll see. We'll see. But that's going to be it for now, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And as always, go Rams.